What up, Taurus? How you guys doing? This is going to be your November 2018 reading. The monthly special is going to be the November specific reading for this month for $10. Already uploaded on the booking page. I'm probably going to add another reading and maybe something about the ancestors or even maybe a mediumship reading for this month. So be on the lookout for that. It'll probably be up sometime later this evening. I think I'm reading till about 9. So if not this evening, tomorrow. All right. So let's see. Messages for Taurus for November 2018. Messages for Taurus. Let's see what we got going on. Queen of Pentacles. Some of y'all are about your money. Eight of Pentacles. Going back to school. Learning something to make more money. The Fool card. Taking a leap of faith. Following your dreams. Eight of Cups. Sometimes, this is something that you want to do something deeper. You want to do something more meaningful. You're looking for some more direction. Ace of Pentacles. Good news about money. Could be good news about a new job. So some of you really are focused in, it looks like, on your money, your finances this month. Maybe some of you have decided that you want to go back to school or you want to take some type of training that prepares you for the next phase in your life, because some of you are definitely taking a leap of faith. You're going to be doing something different. You want to do something that's more challenging. With Eight of Cups, is almost like a spiritual type of transformation, spiritual growth. I want to do something. I want to connect with something that's deeper, that's more meaningful on a spiritual, emotional, and mental level. Ace of Pentacles is about good news about a job coming in, promising business venture. Some of you may be even, you may be led to even creating something that is spiritually based as far as a business, or this could even be spiritually guided. Spirit may be saying, look, you put in years at this job. Let's look into something else that's going to be a little bit more agreeable for you, in a sense that you feel happier. Because I feel for some of you, you definitely are changing. Now, it looks like there's money still attached to this, because I see some of you are coming from a really strong work ethic, maybe even workaholics. And you're feeling like, okay, I can work this job. I'm going back to school to learn something else so I can make more money. Some of you, this is just going up higher in your education so you can open up more doors. Maybe if you have your bachelor's degree, you're going to go for your master's. If you have your master's, you might be looking at a PhD. But whatever it is, it's like you're climbing. Some of you, I definitely feel, have come out of depression. For some reason, I had a lot of people last month that were Taurus that they talked about suicide. So I feel for some of you, you definitely been having a rough time. Some of you are struggling with some past pain from childhood that you're still trying to get over or acknowledge so that you can heal it. So I do see for some of you, you're definitely going through a life-changing experience, and some of this is definitely spiritually guided. I feel like there's a healing process that has started for some of you. Not everybody's going to be doing this. Not everybody thought about suicide, so it won't apply to everybody. But for those who did, it looks like you're slowly coming out of this space where you felt things were hopeless to now you feel like I actually have some power to change my life. And I'm glad for those that are still here, that are still pushing towards that. It's not easy, but you're still doing it. So I feel for some of you, you definitely are growing. Now with Ten of Pentacles coming in, some of you are definitely deciding that you're opening up opportunities for more money. You want more money. You're taking jobs or positions that have some type of growth to it. Some of you are solely focused on money right now. It's like, I want to grow. I want to be challenged, but I want to get my paper up. The Sun card is showing success. So for some of you, y'all are being really successful coming into this month, or you're moving towards success, and it's because you're putting action behind your thoughts. It's like, okay, I need to get this up. I need to go to school. I need to get my skills up. I need to get in with this job. So some of y'all are like having resumes and contracts going in all kind of directions because you're focused. I do see, though, you need to be careful with Ten of Wands. This is about overloading yourself, being overwhelmed, putting too much on yourself. And like I said, some of you are workaholics where you're really putting in a lot of energy. Now, of course, I can understand wanting growth. I can understand wanting more money, finances, but you kind of have to make sure too that you don't overwhelm yourself or break yourself down because you're too focused on the finances, or you're overworking yourself You know, money is good, but it's not everything. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but unfortunately, there are a lot of sick people that have a lot of money and it's not doing them any good. So you don't want to be in that category. If you feel like you're breaking down, your body is getting weak, your immune system is starting to get attacked, then you need to pull back and take care of yourself, okay? Seven of Wands, I feel for some of you, you may have heard this from other people, not just me. You may have had people say, you know what, you're working yourself too hard. I see your vision, I get what you're doing, but you're pushing it a little bit too hard, because sometimes this is you defending why you're doing what you're doing. You're defending your beliefs, what you believe in. And for some of you, you believe that you're on your path and this is it. The iron is there, you're striking while it's hot. And for some of you, this is an opening. So I'm not going to say that everybody is going to be doing themselves, in by working this hard. Some of you are used to it. But there are going to be a few of you that literally are going to get sick because you're pushing yourself way too hard and you're not taking care of yourself. So be really careful about that. And some of the people that come to you and tell you that, they're doing it because they do care about you. They don't want to see you break down. Now, I do see for some of you, we got the flip side. We got those that maybe want this, but they're having a hard time starting. With Knight of Pentacles, sometimes this is about needing to really buckle down and make things happen. I do see you guys, and this won't apply to everybody. I do see some of you guys that have laid out a business plan or have a plan, but you're a little bit kind of confused on how to stay on point with it. We got two different sides with Taurus here. We got some that are like razor sharp, that you couldn't even get in front of them because they're going to knock you over because they're trying to get to the finish line. And then we have some that see this potential. They see that there's big opportunities coming their way, but they're kind of like, where do I go? Where do I start? And then with Ten of Wands, there's some of you could be just really overwhelmed and distracted that you're not really sure how to get this started. So we got workaholics, and then we got some that want to be workaholics, but they're not quite sure how to get things going. I do see with the Lovers card that a few of you definitely are going to be making decisions on the direction that you want to go. The Unity card is about connecting with like-minded people, talking to people, maybe even getting advice from people on what direction you think I should go, because we think alike, we see things alike. So some of you may be going to advisors, you may be talking to friends or family. What do you think I should do? Should I take this job? Should I go this direction? What do you think I should do to get things started? Because I think some of you are really realizing that maybe you're pulled in too many directions and you need a little bit of help when it comes to finding the right direction. For some of you, if we get off of the money aspect of it with the Lovers and the Unity card and then Two of Cups, some of you are definitely connecting with like-minded people, and there's a possibility that you find a love connection or a soulmate within this. Now, soulmate doesn't always have to be romantic. This could be platonic. But I feel for some of you within an organization or a group or an advisor, it could even be a spiritual advisor that you go to, some of you are going to make a connection with somebody that seems to be a very deep spiritual connection, and it may be for you to explore. I feel like there's definitely a lesson that needs to be learned within this situation, whether this is platonic friendship or a love relationship. I feel like there's some type of karmic lesson that comes out of it, which with a soulmate a lot of times it is. Now, I feel like with Ace of Swords there, some of you are going to find that as much as you have in common with this person, as much as you feel like you're on the same page, there are also going to be these bumps in the roads where it's like, okay, you don't really get what I'm saying, or you're not really seeing my vision the way that I need you to see it. This is sometimes what happens with a soulmate relationship. People get this really fairy tale thing that you meet your soulmate and you kiss and then the stars shine and everything is perfect. But those are not those type of relationships. Soulmates come in to inspire, to push us out of our funk, to get us to move, to motivate us, to uplift us and show us things in ourselves that maybe we weren't seeing before. The problem is some of this growth is painful because some of us we're not ready for it. We may not be ready to be pushed to that next phase. We might not be ready for that change that's coming. We may not see the vision that they see. And so that's where the karmic ties come in, because it's a tug of war of them trying to get you to see something, or you're trying to get them to see something. So I feel like for some of y'all, you're definitely going to make a connection with somebody, but it's not going to be the easiest of connections at the beginning. I feel like you're definitely dealing with somebody that may be a little tactless with the way they communicate. Now, this could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. More than likely, I feel like it's going to be an air sign. With Page of Air there, I feel like you're going to deal with somebody who's very direct, very outspoken. And this could be somebody that you really want to have a partnership with, whether this is something that you want to go into in a business capacity at work, or an entrepreneurship type of thing, or a love relationship. Some of you are going to be dealing with somebody who is very direct, outspoken, and it may be a little bit too much for you, because when they say things, there may be this little thing that triggers you, like, what? Why are you talking to me like that? I feel like there's opportunities for miscommunication within this relationship. I'm not saying that it's bad, but I feel like it's going to take a lot of patience for you two to really get to a point where you understand that somebody's not trying to put you down, or somebody's not trying to do you dirty, or for them to say, oh, you're just being passive and you're not speaking up. I feel like you two have to look at each other in a certain way to get this thing to flow. But with Two of Wands, this definitely feels like moving into something that is more of a partnership. Being independent, but coming into something where you feel like you're strong. This person brings out something in you. Queen of Fire is next to it, and this is about not underestimating yourself, asserting yourself. So you may come against somebody that brings out some fire in you, that you have to learn how to speak back to them, where you don't feel like you're being passive. You have a voice within the situation. Some of you definitely could be dealing with a fire sign person that could be very direct, very judgmental, and opinionated, and you feel like you need to learn how to assert yourself to speak to them. So we got air, we got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, we got Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and then we got fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Now, of course, this doesn't have to be their sign, but I feel like the energy is you're going to be challenged by someone, or they're going to be challenged with you by communication. Now, Six of Swords. For some of you, I definitely feel like if you're focused on the money aspect of it, you may have somebody that comes in that catches you off guard. And then all of a sudden you're realizing, I kind of like this person. There's some challenges, but I kind of like where this person is going. I feel like there's something that we can still work on. I do feel for some of you, you've even thinking about taking some trip, taking a vacation with Six of Swords. Six of Swords are kind of saying like coming out of a difficult situation, things looking up, possibly going on a trip. So you could go through some bumps in the road with a new relationship, or a relationship that you're in, and then you say, you know what, let's get away, let's go do something, let's go spend some time together. Queen of Air is about cutting away things that don't serve you, not wanting to deal with drama, not wanting to deal with bullshit. Queen of Air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, whether this is a male or a female, this is somebody that cuts through bullshit. They don't want to deal with stuff. Let's get away from this. Let's turn our backs on this stuff and go do something else. So some of you definitely could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I do feel like if you are connecting with an air sign, with Ace of Wands there could be this new adventure that happens with this person. They could bring out things in you, creativity. You could also do this for them. But I feel like if you're partnering up with somebody, there's something about you being motivated or pushed to the next level, because this union kind of brings this out within both of you. Now, I do see for some of you, you're walking away from bullshit. If you've been having confrontations with somebody and you feel like you're not agreeing with them, some of you are like, you know what, I'm going to agree to disagree. I got my mind focused on something else, something I'm passionate about, something I really want to walk into. And, you know, this may affect your relationship with this person. Seven of Pentacles is saying, no, that the seed has been planted. You're waiting for a good harvest to come in. So you may be having unnecessary worries. If you're butting heads with somebody, it may not be as big or major as you think. For some of you, I feel like you really kind of shut down, where you're like, you know what, I'm not doing this. I'm not arguing. I'm not having a disagreement. I'm going to focus on what I need to do. I'm going to take a trip, clear my head, come back, and then deal with this person. Let's see. Yeah, because 10 of Cups is right there, which is showing some type of happiness, stability in a situation where maybe there was some conflict, there was some disagreements. You maybe took some time. Y'all went away together, got back together, and it's like, okay, now I see you. Now I kind of understand you. It's not perfect. Nothing is perfect. But I feel like there's some type of understanding that comes through this. Y'all could even went to an island, a beach vacation or something, because I'm getting a lot of water cards with waves and oceans. So y'all could have went on some type of romantic trip or vacation. Now, I do feel for some of y'all with Page of Pentacles coming in, there's good news coming in about money. So some of you may have heard something about a new job or a new opportunity that comes in. Some of you were looking for something that you could be passionate about that would open up a certain door for you. And you may have had this contact or this information that comes to you about a job that gives you that, and you're walking into it. I do feel with 6 of Cups there, you could have even heard about this from somebody from your past, an old friend, an old lover. Somebody may have come in and said, they're having an opening in my job. You need to come check this out. You know, see if you're interested in this. Now, I do see with King of Water, oh, we got a lot of water, Taurus. Some of y'all are definitely dealing with a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of y'all are falling in love or making a connection with somebody who's very flowy, intuitive. They could have mood swings. They go up and down. You know, one minute they're lovey-dovey, the next minute they can't stand you. And it's because they're ruled by their emotions. I feel for some of you, you may have a hard time dealing with somebody like that, but I feel like the curiosity is there because a lot of you keep attracting water signs to you. There's a connection with it. I do feel like for some of you, if you had a relationship where there was a lot of disagreements and you pulled away from this person with 6 of Cups, it could be a reconciliation with this person coming back and you deciding, I really, really love you. I really want to work this out. For some of you, if there's some type of disagreement, you could be dealing with one person and then you go on a vacation and meet somebody else. But it looks like both these people embody water. So you may have a type, a person that you're attracted to, that you bring into your life, because I feel like somebody from the past and somebody new are going to be coming in. Some of you are definitely, you're juggling with 2 people this month. Be careful with that. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is coming in and it's showing there's positive changes coming towards your way, especially when it comes to love. Could be some decisions that need to be made. Some of you are going to try to play this side with 2 people. Be careful. The Strength card is definitely, to me, sometimes about forgiveness and needing to be strong in a situation that may have went left. So some of you may get busted and then there's forgiveness that needs to happen. This could even be with you. You could be dealing with somebody and they kind of stepped out, had a fling with somebody. You found out about it and you're forgiving them. But I do feel for some of y'all, you're definitely dealing with some type of decision when it comes to love. And I feel like this is between 2 people, whether this is you with somebody else or the partner you're with bringing somebody else in. There's some forgiveness coming in. 9 of Pentacles is really, to me, about making decisions and being careful with the decisions that you make. Some of you definitely are trying to decide between a love relationship. For a lot of you with this money cards, all these in the front, the Fool card, making decisions about career changes, going back to school, opening up doors to bring in more money. 3 of Fire, 3 of Wands is about abundance, making long-term plans. A lot of this is going to be dealing with money and relationships this month for you guys. I do see for some of you, with the Renewal card, some of you are walking away from a past relationship and moving towards something new. Some of you are walking away from a job situation and elevating yourself up to that next level because you feel like you need to do something more meaningful. You're yearning for something deeper within this lifetime, and you feel like you're being driven to it. And I feel like for a lot of you, it is spirit guided. I feel like some of you are really going to be connecting with people that are more like-minded, that are going to give you guidance, advice on what directions that you need to go. Some of you even are going to make very special connections, either very deep friendship connections or possible love soulmate connection or a platonic soulmate connection that you feel very, very attached to, that you don't want to let go. I definitely feel for some of you, somebody from the past is coming back. I can't remember when Mercury retrograde, I don't know if it already started or if it's coming, but I feel for some of you, definitely there's somebody from the past that you may want to entertain. Some of you definitely are deciding, you know what, I don't know if I want to entertain this because I met somebody new and I may want to go in a different direction. Some of you are really in this really cool spiritual phase where it's like, you know, I'm manifesting things and things are coming my way and I'm opening up doors and I'm happy. And I don't know if I want to go back to a place or a time where I didn't feel this good. And so that's where the renewal card is coming in, and the release card is right next to it. The end of a phase, spiritual transformation, wanting to grow. So you're on some type of spiritual journey. Let's see. Let me look real quick. Because I feel for some of you, this definitely is something that is taking you on some different type of level where you're opening up and you're learning positive aspects about yourself that you like, and you want to keep the energy going. Spirit, clarify this journey for me. Clarify this for Taurus. Clarify this journey for me, please. Let's see. All right, so we got support, time to decide, creative expression, letting go. All right, some of you definitely, with the release card, the let go card, are letting go of certain things that have held you back, maybe ways of thinking, people. I see you being a lot more creative, making decisions. You do have support around you. So you have people that are going to come in, and this could be family and friends that are even supporting this transformation because they feel like it's time. I feel like somebody from the past is going to kind of come back. Some of you may want to entertain it, but for a few of you, you're kind of like, I really just want to do something different. I want to meet different people. I want to connect with different people. And some of you are really going deeper into spirituality, where you're starting to question things. You're looking for something. You're looking for a deeper meaning in life, a purpose. And it looks like for some of you, education is going to open that door, or growth within some type of business where there's money that comes in that allows you to take trips or explore classes or go back to school and learn new things that are going to take you to that next level. So I wish you guys all the best. It really, I feel like the energy on this reading is really spiritually guided, and it feels good. It feels uplifted. So whatever the situation is, I don't see you going through a whole lot of difficulty, but I do see you're transforming. You're growing into somebody who's more authentic, somebody who has more of a spiritual connection, not with the physical. Definitely, it's like it's radiating out spirituality. So I hope that makes sense. It's just the way I feel. I feel like I got this good vibe going. So love you guys. Take care.